You think you're in control of your decisions? Think again. Every day, your brain is quietly manipulating you through hidden strategies you don't even realize. These strategies, known as dark patterns, are not just something you find online. They are deeply embedded in the way your mind works, shaping your behavior, guiding your thoughts, and influencing your choices in ways so subtle you barely notice. Imagine walking into a grocery store intending to buy just one item, only to leave with a full cart and an empty wallet. Or scrolling through your phone thinking you'll just check one notification, and suddenly an hour has passed. You tell yourself, "I'm making my own decisions." But the truth is, your brain is quietly steering you, exploiting shortcuts and biases that evolved over millennia. Let's start with a simple experiment you can try right now. Pick something ordinary, like checking your phone or opening a browser tab. Set a timer and tell yourself you'll only spend 5 minutes. Chances are, even if you start with the best intentions, your attention will drift. You'll click one link, then another, and before you know it, the timer is long forgotten. Why does this happen? Because your brain is wired to respond to stimuli that feel urgent, rewarding, or novel. Every notification, every bright image, every small dopamine hit is a cue, and your mind automatically responds. These cues exploit the very patterns your brain uses to conserve energy and make fast decisions. Dark patterns are essentially mental shortcuts. They are rules of thumb your mind has developed to help you navigate a complex world without expending too much mental energy. In principle, these shortcuts are useful. They let you make quick judgments when you don't have time to analyze every detail. But the problem arises when these shortcuts are exploited. Suddenly, a mechanism designed to make your life easier starts guiding you in ways that serve external agendas, or even your own unconscious habits, rather than your conscious intentions. Take social media, for example. Ever wondered why the infinite scroll feels impossible to stop? Or why a single notification can derail your focus for hours? These platforms are designed to exploit your brain's natural patterns, the reward system, the fear of missing out, and the habit loops that form over time. Your brain is not defective. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do: conserve energy, seek rewards, and respond to cues efficiently. But these patterns have a dark side. They can hijack your attention, distort your priorities, and even influence your emotions without you realizing it. Now, let's explore how these dark patterns work in everyday life beyond digital distractions. Picture an online shopping experience. The website flashes a red Add to Cart button, shows a countdown timer claiming only 3 left, and pops up a small banner saying, "Others are looking at this too." Each of these elements is carefully designed to trigger a specific reaction in your brain. The red color stimulates urgency, the countdown induces fear of missing out, and the social proof nudges you toward conformity. Your brain reacts almost automatically, prioritizing speed over reason, and before you know it, you've made a purchase you didn't originally plan. This is your mind responding to dark patterns. Even in social interactions, dark patterns exist. Humans are social creatures, and our brains are hardwired to respond to approval, flattery, and subtle cues from others. A compliment may feel like a gift, but it can also be a subtle nudge influencing your decisions. Peer pressure operates similarly. When others express preferences or judgments, your brain unconsciously weighs them against your own inclinations, often prioritizing social harmony over personal preference. Emotional triggers, fear, guilt, excitement, tap directly into these mental shortcuts, guiding behavior in ways that feel automatic rather than deliberate. One fascinating aspect of dark patterns is how they exploit what psychologists call cognitive biases. These biases are systematic ways in which our thinking deviates from rationality, and they exist for good evolutionary reasons. For example, the availability bias makes us overestimate the importance of information that comes easily to mind. This can explain why you might panic over a rare news story or believe a viral trend is more significant than it actually is. Similarly, the confirmation bias pushes us to seek out information that reinforces our existing beliefs, often ignoring evidence to the contrary. Dark patterns exploit these biases by presenting information in ways that trigger predictable mental shortcuts, subtly guiding decisions without conscious awareness. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding these patterns gives you power. Awareness is the first step to breaking free from unconscious influence. By noticing the triggers that manipulate your behavior, you can pause, reflect, and choose a different response. For example, when shopping online, recognize the countdown timer and intentionally ignore it. When scrolling your feed, identify the hooks designed to capture attention and set boundaries. By creating these pauses, you regain agency over your mind, shifting from reactive behavior to deliberate action. Another practical strategy is reframing decisions. If you know your brain is vulnerable to emotional nudges, try to introduce objective criteria. Make lists, establish rules, or create checklists to guide choices. By externalizing decision-making processes, you reduce the influence of automatic mental patterns. Similarly, mindfulness practices, like meditation, journaling, or deliberate breathing, help increase awareness of thought patterns, allowing you to spot manipulations before they take hold. Even more subtly, dark patterns operate through repetition and habit formation. Every time your brain responds to a nudge, the pathway strengthens. Over time, these pathways become so ingrained that certain behaviors feel automatic, almost inevitable. This is why habits are powerful. They embed behaviors into neural circuitry, making it harder to resist cues. Recognizing habitual patterns in your daily life, from how you check your phone to how you respond to emails, can illuminate the ways your brain is unconsciously being steered. In the end, your brain is neither good nor evil. It is efficient. It is doing its job, conserving energy, making fast decisions, and responding to environmental cues. But without awareness, efficiency can feel like manipulation. Dark patterns are everywhere, online, in advertising, in social interactions, and even within your own thought processes. They are subtle, often invisible, yet profoundly influential. So what can you do? Start by observing, questioning, and creating pauses. Notice when urgency or emotion is driving your behavior. Step back and ask, am I acting on my own choice, or is my brain responding to a hidden pattern? Build systems that give you control, rules, boundaries, mindfulness practices. The more you practice, the more you reclaim agency over your decisions. Your brain's dark patterns will always exist, but awareness and intentional action can neutralize their influence. Remember, your mind is powerful, but it's also vulnerable. The patterns that evolved to protect and guide you can be turned against you if you are not careful. By understanding these mechanisms, you don't become paranoid. You become empowered. You take back control, seeing the hidden structures that shape your behavior, and choosing consciously rather than reacting automatically. And here's a thought to leave you with. Your brain is working all the time, but it doesn't ask for permission. Every habit, every emotional reaction, every automatic choice is the result of millions of years of evolution and countless tiny manipulations along the way. But you don't have to be a victim. By spotting the dark patterns, analyzing your triggers, and creating deliberate pauses, you reclaim your mind. In the next video, we'll explore another hidden mental trap, the one that makes you lie to yourself daily without realizing it. Don't miss it, because once you see it, you can't unsee it.